Hi everyone, Alex here with you today. To watch or not to watch, that is the question. And today I want to talk about movie Is God Is 2026, a drama, thriller, and if you know guys, it's like a black cat in the black room in the dark. I mean, director is Afro-American and all of the actors in this movie is Afro-Americans. There is no main characters or even supportive characters are white people. Everyone is black. It's directed by black and it's for the people of color, you might think, but not necessary. If you're not a people from the people of color, you shouldn't watch this movie. It's even more black and dark, but not a dark comedy, but I would say a very dark drama. So what is the story of this movie? Story of this movie is very tragic one. We have two twins, Rezin and Anaya. When they was small children, they got into a fire and they got burns all over their bodies. Rezin only got burned her hand, but Anaya unfortunately had much more burns all over her body, and she looks like a Freddy Krueger kind of person. And it's already makes this movie very much different from most of Hollywood movies, because our main actresses here not supposed to look super attractive and max look kind of characters. They look like not only like an average looking people, but they look uglier than normal kind of a people. And the story of how they became like this is even more tragic. Their mother and father got into some argument, and father simply put the mother into the bathroom after beating her in the bathtub, and he just poured gasoline all over her body and he set her on fire. And daughters, seeing her mother scream, tried to help her, and that's why when they rushed to her and tried to drag her out of the bathtub, they also get their burns in this way. And seems like their mother died, and they spend a lot of time living with different families, and I think in some orphanages. And now they are two grown up women living their, I would say, worst life, or maybe not worst life, but definitely not the best life. They were bullied in the school, and they even bullied right now. They continuously changing their jobs, and most probably low paid jobs, but they kind of adjusted and trying to live their lives still. And then one day they receiving letter and they finding out that their mother actually survived. She's alive. She's about to die soon, and she is asking them to come to visit her before she will die. And they are first disagreeing, and they're thinking should they do it or not. And Rezin seems more excited and supportive to this idea, but Anaya afraid to do it, and she's not supporting this idea. A little bit arguing, but Rezin convincing Anaya still to do it. Anyway, they just lost their job and they have free time to travel and visit their mother. So they're deciding to do it, and they're going to meet their mother, and it's very surprising when they come in to meet her. Her mother looking even worse than them. I recently watched this Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and this mother looks like a Jabba Hutt in that Star Wars movie. She also burned all over her body. It's more weird, not how she looks like, but more weird what she is telling to the daughters. And I think this is the stage we starting to relate why God in this movie title and how this movie might be related to God. So yeah, the mother are not asking for forgiveness much, not asking to take care of her or anything. She is also asking only one thing from them. Her deathbed wish is to kill her husband, kill their father, and if they also can kill people who he's caring about, if he have wife and kids, kill them all. Also, she will be happy if they will do it. Creators of this movie made this movie in a way you can interpret it in different ways, you can understand it in different ways. I think different people will have different opinions after they'll watch this movie, and they'll find their own understanding and meaning about this movie. So I'll just tell my opinion how I understood. So we have eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth principles in the old Bible books, and after Jesus came in the new books, in the new part of the Bible, we have principles like forgiveness. When someone hit you in your cheek, put your other cheek to be heated. Love people who hate you, forgive people who made you hurt in your life. And here we have here twin sisters, but two different sisters. Razin is like old Bible books representing eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, and Anaya representing new Bible books, Jesus kind of ideology, forgive and not to harm others. And there will be arguing and they will be disagreeing on what they should do next. Erzin is accepting the wish of her mother and she's ready to take revenge. Ananias is having a big doubt should they do it or not. Maybe they just should continue to live their lives and try to make at least something out of what they have currently in their lives. And we have a choice, like if they'll go to take revenge, it's obviously it will not make their lives better, I think. And if they'll just back down and live like they live, maybe it will be not the happiest life ever, but at least longer. And who knows, maybe they can use the time to learn something new, to get new skills, new knowledge, to improve their lives in a way. But anyway, Razin is convincing Anaya to fulfill their mother's wish and to go and find their father. And before guys, I'll come to the ending part of the movie. Before spoilers will come, I just wanted to tell it was very difficult for me to give a score for this movie. I checked a lot of different resources and some critics are scoring very high this movie and audience very high, others very low. And the way this movie is filmed, sometimes it looks like very simple and a lot of questions. Why is it filmed this way? Why this scene is there? Why this scene is there? But at the same time, it's a lot of depth. I think it's very hard to see what is behind the curtains, like to understand all the ideas the director wanted to put in. So the way it's filmed, it's very heavy. It's not everyone. It's very cruel. It's very brutal. Not everyone can force himself, I think, to watch it to the end. Even it was very difficult for me also. But and it's kind of sloppy the way it was filmed. But from other side, it's a lot of deep thoughts in it. So I actually will put it 6 out of 10 for this movie. This will be my rating. And before spoiler starts, also I wanted to tell about one detail I liked a lot in this movie. It's the way how twins relationships here shown, the way how they're communicating. Everyone knows, like, if twins, there is some connection between them different from normal brothers and sisters. Here we can the director show it in a very interesting way. Like they understand each other not from a half of word. They understand each other without words, just by looking at each other, by their face expressions, and then understanding not a single words. They are able communicating in sentences without saying a single word. And yeah, I think this is like a very interesting detail about this movie, making it very much different and special. And yeah, so how the movie ends, they actually will struggle to find their father, to find people that they know, that might know their father, to get necessary information from them. And during this movie, Rezin will become more and more violent, more cruel, and Anaya will try to calm her down, will try to stop her, and sometimes she will also try to convince her to stop doing it and just to stop it on halfway, but she will not succeed. And at the end of the movie, they'll find their father, his wife, the two kids, two brothers, and they'll kill their wife because she was not really nice person towards them. And then they'll kill one brother who is actually also was asshole like their father. Another one seems like a nice guy at first, and they had doubt to kill him or not. At least Anaya had, but later we'll find out that he was a big asshole. He was just a hypocrite, and they'll pay for their doubts a big price. And then it's very much interesting character, their father character. It's like a tyrant, ego person, big ego person, who doesn't care about anyone else, whose ego is on the first place. He's very much brutal, cruel, and everyone need to follow his instructions always. Wife, kids, they don't have right to object anything, and if he's not happy with something, he will beat also this new wife, and she also was scared of him, and she was beaten, and she was like a robot without opinion, just living with him. And actually she was trying to escape, but unluckily she didn't do it one day before she met his daughters. Yeah, and he was actually also not only cruel and brutal, he was also a big hypocrite. He almost convinced him that he's regretting of what he did, and he's like a very good actor. He's almost made them cry, and he's pretending he made a fake cry himself. But at the end, they was able to also kill him. But unfortunately, there will be no happy ending in this movie. Before he died, he also was able to grab Rezin and die in the fire together with Rezin, and only Anaya will survive in the end of this movie. So yeah, it's a kind of giving us a lesson that we need to think about sometimes, if this revenge is worst of what will come next, if it's worst to risk it, if it's worst to make our life even more worse than it is now, or even shorten up our life and maybe it will burn us at all, literally in this case. So yeah, so Anaya made was choice, I think was much more better choice. Even there was no need to forgive him for what he did. They could just turn the backs, walk away, and not to proceed with their mother requests. But they did it, and this is the consequences they got. Yeah, so this is only my opinion, and I think only one side of this movie and possible understanding. I think a lot of people maybe will see this movie much more deeper than I saw it. Yeah, so the God was different in oldest Bible. It was cruel, it was asking for revenge, and people who followed him also was cruel. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, and Jesus came and changed the rules, changed the conception. And here is our two sisters also representing different conceptions. Yeah, and their mother here, most important character for them in their life, example like that they must follow in their life. I hope this review was useful for you guys to watch this movie or not to watch, for you to decide if you want something new, something not very much similar to what you watched recently, something very dark, heavy, brutal, and dramatic. Yeah, I think it will be a good movie for you to watch. But if you want to watch some light action movie, like that you want to relax after your duty or working weekend, it's not the right movie to watch it, I guess. Thank you for your time. Put some likes, subscribe to the channel, write in the comments did you like this movie or not. Have a good time. Bye bye.